Hello, everyone. My name is Nina Charlebois. I'm a case manager at Service Coordination Support. I'm a children's case manager, so I work on the children's team. So I'm going to be talking to you this evening about what case management supports are and how we can support you at Service Coordination. Great. Thank you for your patience. So at Service Coordination, we empower you to make informed choices and a plan for the future of your choice. We work with you, your family, service providers, and community resources to coordinate your supports that you currently have. And we strive to understand your unique situation before exploring options to put your plan into action. So the different services that are provided at Service Coordination is children's case management, which is the department I work with. There is adult case management, there's Developmental Services of Ontario, and the respiteservices.com. I'll be talking to you this evening about children's case management. So case management and service coordination is a collaborative, inclusive, and individualized process. We work towards goal setting with you as to for your youth or your child. Well, in this case, it's youth. Planning, advocating, and exploring available community resources to help you achieve those goals. Your case manager can help you focus on the goals that are important to you. Include the people who are important to you. So that's with the professionals or family or other support systems that you currently have in place. Identify the strengths and the interests. Help you build and strengthen your relationships and your support network. And plan for other life transitions. So I'll go through this, but I know we're focusing on that transition to adulthood this evening. We coordinate community resources such as skill development or educational programs, social and rec programs. So if you're looking for things in the community, you can always connect with us and we're happy to help, like we said, guide you as to which programs would be best to support and explore. Childcare programs, support workers or respite programs, any specialized services, behavior management, medical, speech, things that you're looking for in the community, any support groups, financial programs, housing services, transportation services, volunteering, or work opportunities. So whatever aspect it is that you're looking for in the community that you need to add for supports for your youth, we will help you do that. We will help you find that as part of the goals that you're working towards. We also support problem solving and group facilitation. We help you coordinate meetings with other service providers, assisting with preparing for the meeting, like creating an agenda so we stay on topic, that goal setting as well to say we want to discuss how everybody participates according to what we've identified as what we want to work towards. Understanding roles and responsibilities as well. Your relationship with your case manager is voluntary based on your active participation in your plan. We facilitate, again, goal-oriented planning with time-defined supports. The person the individual, the family, and is always an active participant in all the decisions. We don't make the decisions. We're here to support you with the decisions that will be best for your youth and your family. We review the information and explain what you can expect from our services. Again, case management, it depends. The level of time depends on what the goals are and the progress that we're making. Again, we're not necessarily a long-term service. We're there to really help you try to make the connections that you need for the time that you need. We help set your goals and show you ways to measure your progress. We identify potential next steps, and we'll teach you how to access information you require in the future. Once you're well equipped to action your plan, we disengage, but we let you know how to access again in the future if needed. Once you're registered with service coordination, you're always a client, but that doesn't mean you always have an active case manager supporting you either. But you're always available to connect with service coordination. If you don't have an active case manager, we have an intake team that you can call and say, hey, I'm just looking for this resource if you're not actively involved, but you're still looking for community programs or services. We're always there to answer your questions. And we also have a drop-in room Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 and 3, so you're welcome to come to the office. We can help you with answering questions, providing resources, or completing application forms for funding, because we also make sure that you're connected to the appropriate resources that you need. Okay, and yeah, that's what I just said. And okay, so that's the end of that, but I'll keep talking. So for the transition into adulthood, we also assist with that in that, for example, again, if you're looking for those community supports, social groups, things that your child will need to be able to reach their full potential, then we can help you connect with that. If you go to our website, there is a community options guide that has all of the resources in the community you can connect with, whether you're looking for respite supports or recreational programs. We keep that updated best we can as to what is out in the community that you can access. When, as you were saying, when they're 14 plus, we do talk with you about more of those transition goals. How are we helping prepare your youth for adulthood? So, you know, depending, like I said, as to what that looks like, we can help make those transition goals, working on more of those independent skills, whatever it is you're identifying that you're needing that support with. Also, starting that process to connect with the adult services. At 16, we can assist as well with connecting you with the DSO in being able to confirm the eligibility. Like, I know that you will speak to the DSO process yourself, but our role is to kind of help connect you with them, look at confirming that eligibility, because it's 17 and a half, roughly, they will connect with you to help you start for that process, but adult services begin at 18 years old. So before that, we kind of help make sure things are set. At 17 and a half, we also discuss with you making a referral for ODSP, the Ontario Disability Support Program, because the financial supports that you possibly are receiving now for your youth do stop at 18. So it's looking at helping you connect and making sure that you have that timeline going for when your child is 18, that those resources can be there. So we are also there to support with that process. As it also said in the slide, we can also support with meetings. We often meet with the schools to discuss, you know, we don't have any impact on the IEP, but we can definitely be there to advocate with families as to the goals that are there, to ensuring that they are moving towards that transition to the supports that they will need once they become adults. Yeah, so I think in a nutshell, I know that was a lot of information in a few minutes, but again, you're always welcome to connect with us. Like I said, there's an intake team that are more than happy to answer your questions and help direct you. And if, you know, there's longer term involvement that's required from an active case manager, we can at that point, the intake worker will see if there's goal setting to be done, and then we could move forward from there. Yes.
The self-referral question. You can just go to the website and there's an option to select intake so families can self-refer.
Absolutely. Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Anne. So families can self-refer on the website. You would go to our intake process and it would be children's intake, and the form is there to be able to do a self-referral as well. Yes.
What is the website?
Oh, that's a good question. Nope. SCS. Yeah, SCS online. Yes.
What is the time frame between filling that form and?
Well, when you, yeah, well, when you complete the form, you would be sent a welcome letter, would be the process. And then you, to confirm the eligibility, so to be eligible with service coordination, there needs to be an intellectual disability and or autism as a diagnosis.
Intellectual meaning including, for example, learning disability or.
No, specifically a developmental disability or an intellectual disability. Yeah, and or autism. And then, so once that is received and the documents are confirmed that they're eligible, you can always connect. But even when you're referring, you could always call and speak to an intake worker right away, and she can provide you with resources upon that first phone call as well. Yes.
I just wanted to say, like, there are exceptions for kids with medical complexities as well that are not diagnosed with intellectual disabilities and or autism. Because not all kids with medical complexities have developmental disabilities.
Right, but our criteria for service coordination, but sometimes, depending, like, for example, if it's a diagnosis that would include possible intellectual disability or developmental disability, then that would be considered. But that is the criteria for service coordination, case management services.
It's also the place to contact for adults.
Yes. So my partner here will be able to speak to you about the DSO and the adult supports after that. I know that there's also a question period after, so if you have more questions, I'm more than happy to answer that.